This Santa 110 film camera is the most disappointing Christmas gift I've ever received. Hey everyone, Sean here and welcome back to Film Friday. Now last month, I was trying to come up with some Christmas themed content and I started looking around online for a Christmas themed camera. And believe it or not, there aren't that many Christmas themed cameras out there, but I did find this. This is a Santa 110 film camera. It's literally just Santa's face, and that's the camera. This camera is made by a company called Dolly Camera. Here's the original box it came in. It's a Dolly Camera 110. And initially when I got this camera, I was a little confused because I could see on the back where you put the 110 film, but I couldn't figure out where the lens was. And then come to find out, you actually have to squeeze Santa's red nose and yank it out. It's kind of stuck in there. And there you go, there's the lens for the Santa camera. You have to rip off Santa Claus's nose to be able to take pictures. So that was kind of weird. Also, another interesting thing is this camera had a label on the back that had the name and address of the previous owner. He's a doctor, so that's kind of funny. He also has his address and name on the packaging. I'm not gonna show it in the video. If you lost a Santa 110 camera, I don't think you would have to prove it was yours. I don't think they'd be like, well, there's 10 Santa 110 cameras here. We got to figure out which one belongs to the doctor. I feel like if you left this at someone's house, they would immediately know, oh yeah, that's the kooky doctor who likes shooting with weird Santa Claus cameras. Now this is a super simple point and shoot camera, got a fixed lens, focus, fixed aperture, and you just remove the back and load your 110 film back there. And to advance the film, you've got this little black wheel, which is the only kind of non-Santa part. It is kind of weird that there's this weird black wheel sticking out of his beard. You just crank that to advance the film. So I loaded some Tiger 110 lomography film into this camera, took it out and shot some demo images. That is, I wanted to shoot some demo images, but I only was able to capture a few. And that is because this camera has a very frustrating defect. And I don't know if it's because it's worn out or if it was just poorly made, but there's this little tooth on the back. All 110 cameras have these, and the tooth engages with little sprocket holes in the 110 film. And every time you get to your next shot as you're advancing the film, the tooth is supposed to catch the film and cock the shutter so you can take a photo. Unfortunately, this lever just often didn't catch the next sprocket hole, which meant I was advancing through multiple photos before it would lock to let me take another photo. So I was only able to capture a couple photos, and then on top of that, the shutter in this camera is kind of sticky. So sometimes when you take a photo, it actually keeps the shutter open for too long, or it leaves the shutter open. So some of these photos, even though they initially seemed to work, the shutter actually misfired or didn't open properly. And so I got these weird double, triple, quadruple exposures in some of these images. And as you can see, the images I did capture with this camera aren't great. They're super soft, out of focus. The colors are nothing to write home about, but at least I was able to capture a couple demo images to show kind of what this camera does. So am I disappointed with this camera? Yes, I am. This is a junky camera, and I've used junky cameras before. I'm okay with that, as long as they function, as long as they work and take photos. I don't mind if it's a soft lens. I don't mind it if it has light leaks, as long as it works. Unfortunately, this camera doesn't even really work. It only allowed me to take a couple usable shots, and 110 film is pretty expensive, so I'm probably never going to take any more photos with this camera unless I can fix it or I can find maybe another one with the shutter that works. But based on the quality of this build, I get the sense that maybe all of these had issues. I don't know for sure. But regardless, I do have the original box. I got the camera, so I can always store it on my shelf as kind of an interesting oddity. I do like to have cameras that function, so it is kind of annoying to have one that's just gonna sit on the shelf. It would be fun to break this out every Christmas and take some 110 photos. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do that with this camera, so I'm pretty disappointed with it. Okay, that was a quick look at the Dolly Camera Santa's Face 110 film camera and all of its issues. Let me know if you have used a camera like this and if it worked. Maybe you have one of these cameras and it works better than mine. Maybe I need to get another one or get this one fixed. Comment below and let me know if you have any information for me. Also, click right here to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more Film Friday videos like this. We put out a new one every week. Also, click here to check out my older episodes of Film Friday, and click here to check out some short films I've made. I'm Sean, and happy super belated Christmas.